Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are happy and healthy and studying also. And as you all know, we have completed verbs, kinds of verb, transitive, intransitive and incomplete predication yesterday. And today we are going to start a new topic which is finite verbs and non-finite verbs. So first of all, we should know about what are finite verbs and what are non-finite verbs. So as we have discussed yesterday, there are principal verb or main verb, some helping verbs are there, auxiliary verbs, or we have talked about the modals, and we are already done some strong verbs and some weak verbs also. So today we are going to start this finite and non-finite verbs. Now, what do you mean by finite verbs? So verb is here, you can say it is divided into two parts. First is finite verbs and second is non-finite verbs. So first of all, we are going to discuss about finite verbs. Finite verbs. What are finite verbs? It is directly connected to the subject. Or you can say it's an agreement between the verb and subject. So verb which can transform itself according to the subject, those verbs are called finite verbs. First of all, but it's having a limitations, or you can say some parameters. According to this parameters, the verbs can be changed. First parameter is tense. Tense, if sentence is asking about past tense or future tense or present tense, so verb accordingly will be changed according to the sentence tense, the tense of sentence. So, and in tense you can see there are present tense, past tense and future tense. There are three tenses. And second thing, now we are going to focus that verb can be changed according to the persons. Persons means the subject having persons, first person, second person, third person, and accordingly to the person, the verb can be changed in finite verbs. And the third, subject, it will be changed according to the subject's number. Numbers means singular, plural, these are called numbers. Accordingly, it can be changed. If it is written, subject is in plural, so we will change in the verb. If the subject in the singular, so we will change in the verb will be changed into singular form. So in detail we are going to discuss about finite verb first. Then we will study non-finite verb. And change according to the subject in tenses. It can change in the person or it can change in the number. If the subject's having a plural, so it will become plural. But always having a limitation. So this is called finite verb. Now I am going to explain about how the finite verb will change into tenses. Tenses, if I am going to write over here, I play cricket every day. Now here you can see this is present tense. So it is changed accordingly. I play. Now if I am going to write I played cricket yesterday. Now here this is past tense, and if it is past tense, so accordingly the tense, the verb will change over here. So this we have always keep in mind. If the subject is in past tense or present tense, accordingly it will change into tenses. Here you can see play is become played. Now we are going to learn about how finite verb is changing into person also. Person means second person, first person, second person, and third person. Now here, first person, if it is written, we are going to the market. Now here, we is the first person, and here you can see over here, verb is changed accordingly, we. If I am going to write over here, second person, you. You are going to the market. Now here you can see according to the second person it is written over here are. And in first person I also, I am going to the market. So here you can see according to the first person am is written over here. So this we have to always keep in our mind. According to the person, the verb will be changed. Now we are moving to the third point. Third point is according to the numbers. According to the numbers, how it will change. If I have written over here, I run, he runs, they run. So here you can see finite verbs are changing according to the singular numbers and plural numbers, according to the numbers. So here you can see I with I, this is singular, so it is changed run. And according to the singular, he is written over here, again it is changed runs. And here they run. They is a plural form or plural number. Now it is again changed. So finite verbs is keep changing according to the person, according to the tenses, according to the numbers of a subject. So it's having a 3 limitations, and that we are always keep in mind. What are finite verbs? Finite verbs are those verbs which can change its form according to the subject, but it's having a limitation. If the subject having numbers, so it will change according to the number. If the subject having action, or you can say if the subject having tenses, so it will change in according to the tenses. And if a subject having a you can say persons, so according to the person it will be changed. So finite verb always changing, but it's having a limitation. If we are going to give a definition to finite verb, so we can see over here a verb that changes according to the time of action, present, past and future tenses, and the number of people doing the action, singular and plural, one or many, the number of people doing the action, and third thing, the person doing the action. How many persons are doing the action? It is first person, second person and third person. So accordingly, these three limits, the finite verb or verb will be changed. Those verbs are called finite verb. So again I am going to read this definition. A verb that changes according to the time of action, the number of people doing the action, and the person doing the action is called a finite verb. So now we are moving to learn what are non-finite verbs. Now, non-finite verb, just opposite than the finite verb. So non-finite verbs do not change their forms according to the tenses, according to the numbers and according to the person which is given in the subject. So they do not change, they never change. So this we have to always keep in mind. Finite verb changes according to the numbers, according to the sentences, according to the persons, but non-finite verbs do not change according to the persons, according to the tenses and according to the persons. Now here I have given some example over here. I like painting. Here you can see painting. In three sentences you can see I like painting, he liked painting, they like painting. Here if we are going to talk about, this is written in present tense. So if we are going to talk about tenses, so the painting is not going to change in present tense or past tense or future tense. So it will remain same over here. He liked painting. This is past tense. He liked painting. This is past tense. It is not changing. And if we are going to talk about numbers, so they is a plural, subject plural, but again you can see it is not changing. They like paintings. Paintings is already remains same. So this we have always keep in our mind. Non-finite verbs are those verbs which do not change according to the subjects or according to the tenses or according to the numbers of the subjects and according to the person of the subject. So they do not change. This is the difference between the finite and non-finite verbs. Now, after learning these finite and non-finite verbs, we are going to solve exercise number A, which you can find on page number 58 in your Mastering Grammar book. Read the following sentences and pick out the finite verb and non-finite verb. So now we are going to do, first he will resolve the issue. He will resolve the issue. Now here you can see will is finite verb and resolve is also finite verb. And issue you can see over here, it is finite, non-finite. Now we are moving to the swimmer set a new record. Now, in second, the swimmer set a new record. Set here a finite verb. And third, the lady was pleased with her work. The lady was pleased with her work. Now here you can see pleased is finite verb. In number 4, the mice played when the cat was away. Now played over here, played, finite verb. In number 5, the waiters were serving food to the guest. This is serving. Serving here, non-finite. In number 6, an earthquake struck Japan a few weeks back. So this is finite. Struck. This is finite. In number 7, the gymnasts were trained by an expert. So this is trained is finite verb. Finite verb. In number 8, the speaker was audible. Was over here, finite. In number 9, Ruxana enjoys painting. Now here, enjoys is finite and painting over here is non-finite. In number 10, swimming is a strenuous activity. Now here, strenuous activity. So, swimming, if we are talking about swimming, so this is used as a non-finite and is here a finite. So we have completed this exercise. Finite and non-finite verb we have discussed. Now we are going to move to learn about kinds of non-finite verbs. Now we are going to learn about kinds of non-finite verbs. There are 3 kinds of non-finite verb. First is gerund, second is infinitives, and third is participles. Now, first is gerund. Second is infinitive. And third is participle. First of all, we are going to learn about gerund. What are gerund? Gerunds are partly verb and nouns. Gerunds are partly verbs and nouns. They are considered as a noun also, and they are used as a verb also. So, in gerund, we are always supposed to write ing and painting, jumping, these are all reading. So, it is used as noun and verb, both, partly. They are called partly noun and they are called partly verb also. And in gerund, we are supposed to use ing, jumping, reading, knitting, these are all gerund. Now, participle. Participle, partly verb or partly adjective. They are considered as partly verb or partly adjectives. Now here in participle we are supposed to use ing in the present participle. Present participle, jumping, running, they are all present participle. Now if we are going to learn about past participle, so here we are adding just ed. Suppose jumped or walked. So there are two types of participles. First is present participle, in which we are supposed to use ing, and in past participle we are just adding as a suffix ed. So that has become participles. And participle is considered partly a verb and partly an adjective also. Now we are moving to infinitives. The infinitive is referred as to the verb. And infinitive refers as to the verbs. So here whenever we are writing to and after this verb, so it will become infinitive. To read, to give, to write, to go. So this is to is refer infinitive. So here we have discussed about three kinds of non-finite verbs. First is gerund, in which we are supposed to use ing, and they are partly noun and verb. And here infinitives, they are referred to over here and before verb. So to get, to read, to walk, these type of the things we can consider in this infinitives. And now here participle is partly a verb, partly an adjective. Now here participle is present participle and the past participle. Present past participle we are using ing, and in past participle we are supposed to use ed after the main verb. So this way we have understood kinds of non-finite verb. Now in infinitives we are having one more thing is left, that is bare infinitives. Bare infinitives in which we are not supposed to use to. So they are called bare infinitive. Before modal or after modal we are not supposed to use to. So that is why without to, they are called without to. Modals such as should, could, shall, should, can, could, may, might, etc. Before these models we are not supposed to write to. So they are all called, this type of the infinitives are called bare infinitives. Now after that, we are going to solve exercises which are based on non-infinitives. Now we are going to solve the exercises which you can find on page number 60 in your Mastering Grammar book, and this is exercise number B. Look at the following sentences and fill in the blanks with infinitives formed with words given in the brackets. Now, he agreed, first is, this is exercise number B, and first is, he agreed dash permission for the rally. He agreed to give. To give. In second, the boy went there dash an ice cream. Now here, to eat. Eat is given. To eat. In third, the protesters wanted dash, in bracket the word is given sit at the Jantar Mantar. To sit. In number 4, mother wanted dash her daughter for her mistake. The word is given over here, forgive. To forgive. In number 5, she wanted dash an application. She wanted to write. To write an application. Now in 6, the fireman tried dash control the fire. To control the fire. Now we are moving to solve next exercise. This is exercise number C. Fill in the blanks with infinitives or without to. To or without to. So here we have to use infinitives and bare infinitive also. So this is exercise number C. First is, and this exercise you can find on page number 61. Now we are going to solve this. The teacher made the students dash the laboratory of all the broken test tubes and beakers. So the word is given over here, clear. So what we are going to use? To clear. To clear. In second, he needs dash some guidance in English. The word is given over here, take. He needs to take. To take. In number 3, he wanted dash to search for his lost mobile. Here, to search. And number 4, Harpreet can better draw than dash paint. To paint. Now here, with 5, does she dare dash the rules of the school? Now here the word is given break. So now what we are going to write over here? To break. To break. To break the rules of the school. Now look at use of infinitives in these sentences. To drink impure water is harmful. To waste time watching television all through the day is not good. To enjoy the beauty of nature is very rejuvenating. And 4, to eat junk food is unhealthy. To fight the thief single-handedly was brave of him. And 6, to open a library in the colony was a good idea. So this is use of infinitives with to, as we all know. The infinitive is used with to, and before verb we are supposed to use to over here. And bare infinitive we are not supposed to write to. So they are called bare infinitives. Now we have read some sentences, but if we are going to read again, so you can find some mistakes. Some grammatically it is correct, but grammatically it is not correct. So we are going to, if we are supposed to write again in the different way, so how we can use. So here look at the use of infinitives in these sentences we have completed. Now the above sentences are grammatically correct, but they appear awkward. We can make them look elegant if we write them in a following manner. So, as we have discussed, to drink impure water is harmful. So, what we are going to write in the very appropriate way? So, it is harmful to drink impure water. Now, to waste time watching television all through the day is not good. So, now it is not good to waste time watching television all through the day. We have already read the third one. To enjoy the beauty of nature is very rejuvenating. So here it is very rejuvenating to enjoy the beauty of nature. Fourth is to eat junk food is unhealthy, and it is unhealthy to eat junk food. It is the correct way to write the sentence in infinitives. Now, to fight the thief single-handedly was brave of him. And it was brave of him to fight the thief single-handedly. Now in sixth, to open a library in the colony was a good idea, and it was a good idea to open a library in the colony. So on the basis of these infinitives or infinitive sentences, we are going to solve the exercise which are based on this. This is exercise number D. Rewrite these sentences using the introductory it. So, first is to compose poem is creative. So, what we are going to write here? So, it is creative to compose poem. We are going to complete exercise number D. Rewrite these sentences using the introductory it. So now the first is to compose poem is creative. It is creative to compose poem. It is creative to compose poem. Now in second number, to drink fruit juice is healthy. It is healthy to drink fruit juice. It is healthy to drink fruit juice. Now we are moving to third number. The third number is to teach good manners to children is very important. So here it is very important to teach good manners to children. It is very important to teach good manners to children. Now we are moving to number 4. Number 4 is to talk with strangers is dangerous for children. It is dangerous to talk with strangers for children. It is dangerous to talk to talk with strangers for children. Now we are moving to number 5. Number 5. To walk every morning is good for health. It is good for health to walk every morning. It is good for health to walk every morning. Now on number 6. To climb a steep hill is tiring for everyone. It is tiring for everyone. It is tiring for everyone to climb a steep hill. So we have completed this exercise. Now we are moving to next exercise. This exercise number E you can find on page number 61. Complete these sentences by adding appropriate forms of words and infinitives. Clues have been provided in brackets. The first one has been done for you. The first is the doctor wanted dash, and the words are given over in the brackets, examine and patient, and it is solved as the doctor wanted to examine the patients. So now we are going to solve this exercise number E also. So after completing this, we are moving to exercise number E. Exercise number E is, first is already done. Now we are moving to second. Nasreen planned dash meet friends, to meet friends. Second is to meet friends. Now in third, she has 3 kids dash look after. So to look after. Now in number 4, children wanted dash share food, to share food. Number 5, my parents built a cottage dash live comfortable, to live comfortably. To live comfortably. Now in number 6, there was no need dash distribute answer sheet. There is no need to distribute answer sheets. Now, in number 7, the actors prepared dash present play. The actors prepared to present play. To present play. Now in number 8, the dancers were ready dash perform stage. So the dancers were ready to perform on the stage. So this way we have completed this exercise number E also. And to revise this concept what we have learned today, we will do in the nutshell. So first of all, we should write non-finite verb in a nutshell. In a nutshell, we can write gerund. Gerund, as you all know, ing form of verb. It is partly verb and partly noun. Second is participle. Participle, it is used as ing in the present tense and ed in past tense. Okay, and participle is used as an adjective, partly verb and partly adjective. And if we are discuss infinitive, so it is always used with verb to verb. So this nutshell we have to always learn that we have learned today 3 kinds of non-finite verbs, and in a nutshell we are going to revise it. Non-finite verbs having 3 parts. The first is gerund. Gerund is used ing form of verb and partly verb and partly noun also. Now participle ing present tense and ed in past tense, and this is partly verb and partly adjective. Now here infinitive we are going to point out with to, and here we have already studied about the bare non-infinitive also. There we are not supposed to write to. So this we have completed today, and that's all for today. Have a good day.